What is up? My name is Danny and welcome back to Jones Vibes. Welcome back to all of you Avatar: The Last Airbender fans out there. We have a brand new update regarding The Legend of Aang: The Last Airbender. And this is what we call out here in the world some unfortunate news. The Aang movie has been pushed back from January 30th, 2026 to October 9th, 2026. No! Paramount Pictures just announced this. They also dropped a dope little logo for the movie, our first logo for the movie. So the first look is much appreciated. This is the first little something that we've gotten for this movie so far, and it feels good at least to have something to put in a thumbnail, something to put behind everything, something to announce things with, so we're not just using the same exact images every single time. So that made me excited, but then you see that this film has officially been pushed back. This all was announced in an article from Variety. I believe Variety was the first on the scene with this. This says The Legend of Aang: The Last Airbender pushed to October 2026, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem sequel delayed as well, which that actually kind of sucks. I like Mutant Mayhem a lot. That's a dope movie. But that's pretty much all the article says. This was just an announcement. It says The Legend of Aang: The Last Airbender is being pushed back from January 30th to October 9th, 2026. And, you know, I feel like this is something with Avatar Studios that a lot of us have just come to expect. It just seems like they're making all of these announcements, but the more that time goes on and you don't hear anything, I think the more unrealistic a lot of these deadlines and things start to seem. I mean, especially considering a lot of the stuff that we as fans in different fandoms over the years have experienced, like Star Wars making all of these announcements and then none of the movies ever coming to fruition. You take a lot of this news with a grain of salt, and I definitely have been taking a lot of the Aang movie stuff with a grain of salt. Even the cast, it's like, oh, we got Dave Bautista, we have Steven Yeun, I'm excited to see that, but until I actually see like an interview with Dave Bautista being like, yeah, I'm working on it right now, it's going really well, and this is what my character's doing, it's hard to buy into anything. You can also couple that with the fact that they first announced this movie to be Aang: The Last Airbender, and now it's The Legend of Aang: The Last Airbender. I wouldn't be surprised if the title changes again, but concerning the delay, concerning it moving back, I do appreciate the fact that they're being honest about this, they're being upfront about this, and yes, it's going to take a bit longer, but Avatar fans have season 2 of the live-action adaptation to look forward to, and also with them taking their time, taking a little bit more time with this movie, it just means that it's going to be better. They're going to nail everything down. Hopefully, if there were any writing issues and things like that, they're diving into that, they're fixing that. Hopefully, if there were any animation issues, they're diving into that, they're fixing that. Hopefully, if there were any cast issues, they're diving into that and they're fixing that. More time means more time. You know what I mean? Yeah, Danny, nobody knows what you mean ever, so just you can stop. But yeah, man, this is unfortunate, but again, I do like the logo that was dropped. It's nice to have this logo out there. It's a pretty freaking dope logo. It's very unique. It stands on its own, and I really hope that this movie is the same exact thing. I hope that it's very unique. I hope that it can stand on its own. This is Avatar's first animated theatrical release. When I first heard they were doing a theatrically released movie that's not live action, luckily, there's no more M. Night Shyamalan movies coming out, but when I first heard they were doing an animated theatrical release, that just scared the hell out of me, because these things can go one or two ways. This is make or break. If you put this thing in theaters and it just absolutely blows and people don't like it, that probably means we're not going to get any more of these movies. So the better that this is, the better for the overall brand it's going to be. Maybe we'll get more movies down the road, and hopefully this means that they're really tightening things down, and they're also focusing on the series that's coming out and just kind of like getting everything together over there at Avatar Studios and starting to maybe be a bit more put together. And I don't mean that in some crazy way. It's just one of those things where we live in a world where you're looking at all of these studios. We have so many studios that are constantly announcing projects. So you see how good it can be in some areas, and you've also seen like train wrecks, and you've seen where it's been done bad. I feel like Avatar Studios is kind of right in the middle of that right now, and I just really hope that they tighten things up. I hope that this all comes together, and I hope that this movie is freaking badass. But yeah, guys, just a little bit of news today. I always want to give you guys the latest updates as it pertains to Avatar: The Last Airbender, anything within the universe, anything animated, anything live action. I'm always going to be talking about it over here, but as always, be sure to leave me your thoughts down in the comments. I want to know what you guys think about this. Are you sad that it's being pushed out to October 2026? Are you happy that maybe they're taking a little bit more time now? Regardless, let me know your thoughts. Be sure to hit the like button on the way out, but more than anything, keep up the good vibes, my friends. We'll see you in the next video. Peace!